through the body talk certification and just doing all of these, I'm literally, before I got on this live, I was doing a body talk practice, but I've been able to really jump my income so quickly. I've gone from, 100K year to 100K month to 100K week. And just 2 weeks ago, we did 100K in a day. So for everyone who is either live or watching the replay. But like Shayna said, I am Courtney Tidona. I've been a business mentor for 4 years, and I really love working with women that have like a fire in their soul and want to spread their work, yes, on the internet, but more so globally. If you're in Shayna's world, then you know that what we do is beyond just social media, and really helping women just take that fire inside of them, that passion, that soul, and turn it into art. I am a really big believer, and this is so much of what Shayna's also like through the body talk certification. I think a lot of women really resonate, and this has been always my story of I really have felt called from a very young age to be the first millionaire in my family. And, last September, we officially did that. We crossed over 1 million. But with doing that, changing generational narratives and patterns, like it lives in the body. And for me, I was already doing, gosh, I think when I joined, I don't even remember when I joined. I feel like we've been in a vortex together, Shayna, of just like all of the incredibleness that we've done. But I was already doing multi 5 figure cash months. I think I was probably around like 40, $50,000 cash months, which was amazing. But I really knew that if I wanted to take my work even bigger, if I wanted to support my clients, like I think everybody here on this call is such a heart-led human. Like I love supporting my clients. I knew that this work had to go beyond just the strategy. And I'm a strategy girly through and through, but I knew that the work that I needed to do to take my voice bigger, to spread my work more into the world, I had to start shifting my body. I had to start shifting the narratives and the patterns that were coming up. And one of the things, I think I was like the first person to sign up for the body talk certification
Yeah.
before you announced it.
It
I was
wasn't
like,
even live.
yeah, I was like, sign me up, because it just made so much sense that this was the next step. And I love what you teach through body talk. And I've always resonated with this of we're not broken. Like there's nothing that we need to quote unquote fix. And that really resonated with me because there were a lot of times where I thought I was broken. I had to fix. There was money narratives that I had to heal from. And what I really loved about Shayna's work, and this is what I've been able to bring in to my business, but also to facilitate on my clients, is we're just finding a different pathway. And that's been, I also feel like I have little horns with my little painting behind me. But that's been something that has allowed me to shift somatically so much faster. And, through the body talk certification and just doing all of these, I'm literally, before I got on this live, I was doing a body talk practice, but I've been able to really jump my income so quickly. I've gone from, 100K year to 100K month to 100K week. And just 2 weeks ago, we did 100K in a day. And I'm someone that loves to move at speed. Like that was one of the things that me and Shayna really uncovered, is like my success code. And maybe for a lot of you, it is speed. It's, Shayna, I think you've said this, like good things take time, but like phenomenal things take speed. And like I'm not here to move super slow. Like I have a mission, I have women to serve, like I'm ready to go. I call this like my Ferrari energy. But one of my biggest patterns was actually chasing. It was chasing the dopamine. It was, chasing the next milestone. And that became very, exhausting to the body, even at 50K months. And, the work that we've been able to do together and through the body talk certification is, speed is my superpower. And I've seen that compound literally year after year. And, last year, we were not doing in-person events, and a month, or not a month, sorry, a year later, we're now doing masterminds with 4 retreats. We're doing in person. We just came off of our first international 4-day event, and again, collapsing from 100K month to a week to a day. And that's happened in 12 months. So this work works, and it works very quickly. And I love that, because I think for me, I wasn't interested in dilly-dallying. I was like, I want to heal, I want to shift, and I want to move, and I want to go change the world. And yeah, that's really kind of like a glimpse into what our work has been. But now I've been able to take this into my coaching, which is really incredible, because as someone who loves strategy and is such a business strategist, I also knew, regardless of the work that any of you watching do with your clients, like it's so much in your body. It's the patterns that we continue to live by. And I've been able to help my clients double their income every single year, which is insane.
Right? It's
It's
oh my
insane, but
God.
it's not.
It it becomes normalized when you get into the room of like, oh yeah, I went from 100K year to 100K month to 100K week to 100K day in a year.
Yeah.
But I want us to, for those that are maybe very strategy heavy or maybe very in like the healing cycle, because I know you do a lot of this inner work and you're very family driven. If you ever watch Courtney's stories, it's always this adorable net niece, and
So chunky.
you are so family driven and really creating these generational patterns very differently than most people are doing like the healing
Mhm.
work. And
Yeah.
you're in the seat of facilitating and taking clients through wild transformation. Was there a specific client moment when you realized when you were bringing body talk like into the work that was already working that, oh wow, this is different?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that was like the wow for my clients, but also for me, was really helping my clients see like their unique success codes. That was something that like my clients really love, like kind of looking at, if a client is operating a lot in anxiety, we were able to like shift that so quickly. And, the other thing I've seen so much with my clients, like they're all very driven by being the first millionaire in their family, or like now going into like the first multimillionaire in their family. And what I was doing with the mindset work and the identity work before doing body talk, like it was working, but it's now just working at like a faster speed because the women are able to come to a call and say, this is coming up in my body right now. And we're able to shift it so quickly, but we're also able to like track it. We're also able to like somatically track. And for me as like the facilitator, I love being able to look at certain clients and know, this is your success code, or this is a somatic pattern that we keep seeing come up. And that's also been so incredible for the girls to even facilitate on themselves now, which has been so crazy, amazing. Like some of my clients are now coming into your body talk certification because they've experienced it from our work together, and now they want to go take that and put that into their work because everyone's just so driven by healing these generational narratives regardless of the industry that they're in. So I think there was a lot of moments when I was doing this work on clients where it was like a light bulb moment where they were like, oh, like I'm not stuck, I'm not broken, I don't have to keep doing the meditations, and there's nothing wrong with doing that, but they were able to just move through these patterns so much faster. And I think the way that you teach body talk, which I so appreciate, because as a strategy girly, I'm like, how do we heal? My brain
Yeah.
always goes to like, what is the pathway? And really, when I went through the body talk certification, like you do give a very tangible how. And my brain always needed that for my own like perspective, but also in teaching and facilitating that, where we can see what the pattern is, we can see what the action is that's keeping them in that perpetual cycle, and then they're able to shift it. And I think for my clients, that gives them so much awareness. So they're aware of the pattern and they know how to shift it every single day. And that's also led to such fast transformations.
Love this. This is, I mean, the more we invite people inside the certification, the more like this is a really big deal. But why, I know this, but like why do you think every coach or every leader or every service provider, every healer should be trained in the body talk certification?
Yeah. I think there's two things, and I know you speak to this as well, where regardless of like whatever the work is that you're doing, like 99% of what we run on is in the body. Like that's just a fact. Like we just know that all of our patterns live in the body, and if we're not addressing what's in the body, then there's a certain level of impact that we can give to our clients and that our clients can give. And that's also a little bit of what I was experiencing before the body talk certification. Like I would lean too much into helping my clients with strategy, but there was always a lid because there was a pattern that was living in their body. So that was the first thing of when I was looking at massive transformation for myself. And really what drives me is me being, the first multimillionaire in my family, and my clients are really driven by that. We can't just do strategy. Like it was just such a no-brainer, where when we're healing generational narratives, when we're, breaking through wealth ceilings, we have to go into the body. And I think a lot of people that are coaches, mentors, and whatever work that they're doing, we know this. Like we've seen this incredible shift in the industry. I was even saying this with a lot of my clients. Anybody that like sells the intangibles, like that's in the healing space, is really going to dominate in 2026, because a lot of people realize it's not just the framework, the strategy. Like everyone has that now. Now it's how do we actually facilitate change faster by shifting through the body. And then the second thing too is kind of what I was saying. Your approach to shifting somatics is really unlike anything I've seen. Like I've done a lot of healing, like I'm someone that loves the personal development and loves to understand how the mind works and the body works, but you were the only one, and this is why I've been so drawn to you, and even like I said, my clients that are now taking the certification, is because you take an approach where you're not healing from a place of I'm broken, I'm unhealed. It's really just shifting the patterns in your body. And I think the tangible, like almost outline that you give of like, here is the pattern, here's how it's showing up, here's how to shift it, and that made it so much easier for me as an example to really understand the how behind somatics. Because I think when we talk about healing or generational narratives, sometimes it can feel a little bit aloof, where we're just like, that
Yeah.
sounds like a great concept. But even in my own work, I'm like, that sounds great and I understand it, but I'm like, how do I do this every single day to change? And it wasn't until I took the Body Talk certification that I actually had the tangible how. And you really break it down in a way that anybody at any stage in their business, regardless of what their industry is, it's so easy to implement. And that was the thing that made it so easy for me to even bring into my spaces, because of the actual pathway. And prior to doing Body Talk, it was more just talking with my clients through their mindset blocks,
Yeah.
their limiting beliefs. And that was great. But no matter what, we were still just talking about it. I didn't yet have like the toolkit to really go through and like somatically shift for them to understand what the pattern was. So the outline that you give in the Body Talk, the success codes, like that's personally my favorite thing of Body Talk, is really finding what your unique success code is. And it's, for me, like I said earlier, I'm someone that likes to move really fast, but there were a lot of times where my body would go into chase mode, and I thought that was bad. And it wasn't until I really took Body Talk and I was like, no, that's actually my superpower. The things that maybe the online space or you've been told is your crutch is actually your superpower. And it wasn't until I took the certification that I understood how to channel that versus I need to heal, I need to stop chasing. It was like, no, like you're designed for speed. We just need to shift the pathway. You're designed, I have a lot of clients that experience anxiety. And it was like, anxiety is your superpower because you get to shift it into excitement. Anger was something that like used to be kind of something I would run. I was like, anger now got to channel into passion. And I think that made it so much easier and also more enjoyable to go through the process than trying to get rid of the thing that actually was my superpower.
Yes. Oh my God. I'm like already frothing at the mouth because
Like,
I
I want
I
to join
know.
again.
Yes, I know you have something very special planned for whoever joins the certification through you. And if you're someone that you resonate with Courtney, like you move fast, and maybe some people have been told like it's too fast or it's too much, or sometimes the fast feels like chase or chaotic or like super like pushy in your body, and you want to shift that pattern and go from 100K year to 100K day and actually have more of the how and the behind the scenes and the strategy, and you're someone who wants it like mapped out for you. Courtney, do you want to tell
Yes.
the
This is
incredible bonus you have when you join the certification through Courtney?
Yes. So when everyone on this call or watching the replay, like you need to be in the certification. Like I don't say that lightly. Like I really pioneer Shayna's work so much because it really is something that is so unique. And like Shayna says, like it is the future of the coaching industry, because this is how collectively as women we are going to make change. And for me as well, like when I talk about healing generational narratives for myself and my clients, we have to go to the body. And I think it's just so incredible when women go on this pathway together. So when you join the Body Talk certification through me, I'm a little crazy, but in the best way possible, because I just love giving. And I know the power of this certification and what it's going to do. But there's going to be two special things that you get when you join through me. So the first one is you're going to get 6 months of, basically, we're going to meet every single month on a call for 6 months. So you're going to have 6 private calls with me. This is like $7,000 in value just alone. And every single month, we're going to meet and we're going to look at two different things. One, how you can take everything that you're learning in the certification and apply it to your clients. Because I know all of you, we're going to like focus on somatically shifting you, but I think the most powerful thing, and for all of you, you want your clients to see more results. You want their work, whatever that work is, to ripple out into the rest of the world. So we're going to focus on how you can implement this into the work that you're doing. Like I've integrated Body Talk into all of my masterminds, all of my programs, the way I teach and facilitate. It's why my client results literally in a year since doing the certification, like 3x. And because of that, more clients are coming in, more clients are seeing results. So how you can actually integrate this into your program so you can make more money because you're going to have insane client results, but also help more of your clients. And then the second thing is we're really going to focus on one of the things I love just from Body Talk is really breaking the glass ceiling on your wealth. And that's what I've always done. It's one of my favorite somatic practices that I've done and through the Body Talk certification. I remember messaging Shayna where, you know, we went from 40K days, 50K day or 50K months, sorry, to a 50K day. And it's by doing this practice of really breaking the glass ceiling that our bodies hold when it comes to more wealth. This is how I've been able to go 100K month to a week to a day in literally 12 months and doing it in a way that actually feels so good for my body. So we're going to focus on how you can do that, especially for the women. You like to move fast. You're not here to dilly-dally your way to success and to income. So we're going to meet every single month and we're going to go through those two things, like you and I, while you're going through the Body Talk certification. And that's 6 months of us doing that together. So on top of everything that you're getting,
I want this.
yeah, yes, on top of everything that you're getting, like the partner facilitations that you get through like the Body Talk certification, on top of that, you're also going to get that personalized one-to-one time with me, where again, we're going to focus on facilitating more change for your clients, integrating Body Talk in a way that feels really natural and organic for you. Like I've played so much with how I can integrate this and my clients love it. And then how you can actually break more of those wealth ceilings. So you can have a 50K month and then 3 months later turn it into a 50K day. So that's the first bonus. The second one is I am a content girly. I love face to camera video content. So for those of you that want to step more into face to camera, you could be on TikTok. You can also implement this if you want to work more on your video content, because I really believe that when we use our voice as women, like we just share bigger impact. And what we're doing, this is going to be starting in January. So this is going to be about a 6-week program where we're going to be focusing on specifically TikTok video content to bring in high ticket clients, but how you can actually use your body somatically to have a 3-minute video sell a 40, 50, $60,000 package. I love low ticket lead generation, but like I am here to post a 3-minute video where I am literally using my body through storytelling. This is like all of the things that I do, especially on my TikTok, where one video is then selling people into 40, 50, $60,000 packages. And it's not because in the video, I'm like, here is my framework. I am selling people on what I stand for and what I believe and my voice. And I've been able to really do that through facilitating a lot with, you know, being seen, being visible. I know Shayna talks about this a lot. Like, I want to be visible. I love speaking on stages and doing all of these big, incredible things, but a lot of people want visibility, but their body doesn't want to hold it. So we're going to work on both the strategy of how you can sell high ticket on TikTok, but then also how you can use the somatics to do it as well. Because a lot of women say they want to go viral and you can have all of the strategies, but if your body isn't on board, then again, we're always going to have a limit on how much income and impact that we can have. So that is a $2,000 program. So you basically get almost $10,000 in bonuses, the one-to-one time with me every single month. We're going to meet for 6 months. And then on top of that, you're going to get basically how to sell high ticket on TikTok. The strategy is going to be involved in that. I always say, like, I'm the TikTok queen of selling high ticket on TikTok, but then you're also going to learn how to prep your body for visibility to hold a $50,000 day. And that's going to be starting in January as well.
Okay. I'm like, wait, where do I sign up? I put the link in
Yes.
the chat, and if you're watching the replays, you're gonna have all the links. When do people have access to your bonuses until what date?
Yes. So you can, the Body Talk certification, it's opening on Monday, is it not?
Yeah, we had our opening call, so our first module is going live next week, but your bonuses, let's
Yes.
say you Monday, the 3rd.
Yes, I was gonna say, well, I'm so in a vortex of like what day we're at. But yes, you have
Yeah,
until Monday to claim these bonuses, because I really believe in speed. Like that's my
yeah.
success code is moving fast. If you're someone that wants big success, if you're someone that wants to literally change the world with your work, like we got to move now. Like and even if it feels, ooh, this feels a little bit like edgy and scary, like good, that means that you're literally on the precipice of change. And like we're just going to blow it up with Shayna in Body Talk, and then you're going to have that one-to-one support, and then also going into the new year selling high ticket on TikTok. So you do have until November 3rd to claim all of these incredible bonuses. We can jump right into your one-to-one, and then, you know, the new year we're going to be jumping into our TikTok program as well. So
Thank you so much. I know you have to hop off. We this is the blueprint for someone to be like, okay, what's the how behind
yeah,
like 100K year to 100K day? If you want the specifics, like the behind the scenes, like this is worth like or it's like real estate. The value just goes up with time. You're gonna like be begging on Courtney's door in like a week from now. I'm like, I want to work with you, and like it's gonna be this when Courtney sent me this message, I'm like, wait,
I was like, is this good?
am I reading this correctly? Like everyone is gonna be jumping up inside of this. So I'm excited for reading your applications, getting the insane bonuses from Courtney, and we'll see you inside the Value Talk certification. We just had our opening call, so you'll be able to have immediate access. For those of you that don't know, this is a 1 year somatic mentorship where you get your body being able to repattern your relationship with your capacity to receive. You get 200 hours certification. So we're taking our first round and we're taking it to the next level so that you can facilitate quantum leaps in your own body and with your clients, because this is the future of facilitation. Everyone knows what to do. We have information, we have AI, we have all the things, but our bodies don't know how to hold this overwhelm. It associates so much with overwhelm instead of overflow. So this is the future. You're the forefront of being able to bring this work to your clients. And then you also get to ripple. So how to turn your body of work into assets, books, certification, live events, so that you can exhale into your mastery, lead your family into greatness, lead your family into the first millions, the first multi-millions, etc. So if you want that extra touch when it comes to wealth, strategy, business, TikTok, definitely make sure you're coming through Courtney's
Yes.
through Courtney. You can just, in your application, there's a part that says, who do you come with? Just put Courtney Tidona's name in, and that will make sure that you get her bonuses, which include over 10K in value, 6 months of private mentorship, which absolutely priceless, plus a 2K program on blowing up on TikTok. Just the shift of your body language in one video, like all it takes is one video, all it takes is one shift, all it takes is one build like nonverbal communication to get that ball rolling. I'm so excited for you to apply. Courtney, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm so excited for the entire Courtney Tidona crew inside of the Body Talk certification. This is the future. Thank you.
Yes, gonna be massive. And I'm so excited to see all of you on our private calls inside TikTok and just absolutely like blowing it up for the next 12 months because this is, yeah, the next wave of leaders are being born through this work.
I love you.
I love you
Hi,
too.
everyone.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much
for
for having
joining us live. I think it was
me.
perfect. It was on Zoom because now we have it all transcribed, and that's going to make my life so much easier.
I
Thank you
love it.
so much, Courtney. Enjoy the rest of your day.
All right.
Bye,
Bye, everyone.
everyone.
Bye.